The 10 most powerful people in America. If you look at politics today and you don't live in Russia, North Korea, Turkey or the United States of Trumpistan, it's very easy to get scared. Seems like everyone is showing off their nuclear arsenal. And that sadly wasn't a euphemism. It's like the Cold War all over again, and then some. But who are the people really in power in those countries? Considering how 3 out of 4 of those countries are dictatorships or well on the way towards becoming dictatorships, it's pretty easy to figure out who runs that show. For America, however, the situation is an entirely different thing. In the United States, money equals power like nowhere else in the world. Let's take a look at some of the most powerful people in America. Small hint. It's the source of big corporations. Well, not as much a hint as it was a spoiler. 10. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock. Larry was a really popular candidate for the United States Treasury Secretary, because he manages a company that holds for $5 trillion in assets. That's a lot of money, even for people that have a lot of money. 9. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook. If you own Facebook, you own the people. And $50 billion. 8. Larry Page, CEO of Alphabet. I mean, he doesn't own the alphabet, but he does own Google. Yep. Exactly. 7. Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon. The owner of the biggest e-commerce platform is worth $55 billion, give or take $1 or 2. That's not too bad, is it? 6. Abigail Johnson, CEO of Fidelity. See girls, you've totally broken through the glass ceiling. A woman made this list. I mean, she's a power-hungry, manipulative woman that tried to get her father out of the company. But she's worth $18 billion and her company manages $2 trillion in assets. That allows you to be mean every once in a while. 5. Bill Gates, CEO of Microsoft. Bill Gates has so much power. He can force old people to finally buy a new laptop because he stopped supporting Windows Vista. I mean, he also runs a powerful charity. But getting old people to do pretty much anything requires an immense level of power. 4. Charles and David Koch, executives of Koch Industries. These brothers run the second biggest company in America and are worth over $87 billion together. They have a political influence that runs very, very deep. So deep they can actually influence elections, kinda like George Soros. Well, I mean, technically everyone can. Since you can vote, but still not quite like these guys who do media buys of immense size. 3. Janet Yellen, chairwoman of the Federal Reserve. This lady, who is reminiscent of your very own granny, at home baking cookies, is actually the guardian of the entire United States economy, and she's been doing it amazingly well. Whether or not she increases the interest rates determines the entire economic growth of the country. For some investors, this woman's words are of the most important in the world. 2. Warren Buffett, CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett has a personal fortune measured at $65 billion and he has long-term stake in big companies like Coca-Cola, American Express and countless others. Warren is a long-term investor and chooses his companies to invest in carefully. 1. The President of the United States. Contrary to what conspiracy theorists will tell you, the President does in fact have the last say in whatever happens. Why? Because he has the nuclear codes and commands the largest army in the world, that's why. Money can't save you from the Tomahawk missile to the face. Well, unless you use that money to build something that will protect you from the Tomahawk missile impact. But why go through all the trouble